What is up, everybody? Chef Nino Lagarta here. I hope everybody's staying as solid as ever because today we're gonna be making a plant-based burger. Nag-aaklasa na yung yung aking mga team na nandito kasi I'm serving a plant-based dish right now and everybody's happy birthday! Okay lang, roll na tayo! Woo! Happy birthday! Alright! Kaya na nga, dito kami sa Conscious Rest Garden. Nandito kami sa ngayon? Nandito kami sa Conscious Garden Cafe. Because today, we're gonna be making a plant-based burger. And everybody around me here hates it, hates the idea. But again, it's after the holidays. So, we're gonna make a plant-based burger. So, bawas-bawas lang tayo. Because again, I'm sure over the holidays, nag-overindulge lahat tayo. Okay? So, very, very simple. Readily available, all the ingredients that we have right here. And we're gonna start. I'm gonna turn up the heat. So, I'm just gonna heat up a pan and add in all our ingredients. So again, everything's plant-based. It's not totally vegetarian or not totally vegan, but everything, most of the ingredients that we're gonna be adding are plant-based. So hindi siya ganun-ganun. It's not too hard to digest. It's not too overly indulgent. So it's basically a gateway dish for those who want to go vegetarian or want to go vegan. So hindi siya ganun ka-totally vegan. Because I'm gonna be using some eggs and some cheese to go along with it. So heat up your pan. And I'm gonna add in a little bit of oil. So I'm using olive oil. And I'm gonna add in some butter for added flavor, of course. Butter, of course. Okay, another dairy product. Add in your butter. Okay, butter. I'm gonna add in I'm gonna add in my beans. So I have here some red beans. If you have white beans, you can use white beans also. Saute your beans. And then we're gonna chop up our mushrooms. So I'm using button mushrooms, fresh button mushrooms. If you don't have fresh, you can use dried shiitake, but make sure you rehydrate them. And again, mushrooms will add a nice boost of umami flavor, which would not really substitute your meat flavor, meat fix, but again, it would give a lot of flavor to your burger patties. A lot of meaty flavor. There you go. And just simply slice them up. Okay? Roughly chop your mushrooms. Okay, roughly chop your mushrooms and dump them straight into your pan. So the mushrooms, as you can see, it's quite big. It's quite big, but it's basically gonna wilt down. It's gonna wilt down and it's gonna excrete all its moisture. So we're basically sauteing everything to dry everything out. So later, when we form the patties, we're not gonna end up with mushy burgers. So we want a firm burger out of all the vegetables that we're adding into it. Okay? Without sacrificing flavor, without meat, you're still gonna end up with a very, very tasty burger on its own, even though it's made with all plant-based ingredients. You have some grated carrots also to add sweetness and again more texture. You have here some cashews. Gonna add a handful. So this again, I'm gonna add a little bit of texture and added flavor. And I also have some brown rice here. Again, texture and more flavor and fiber, of course. So add in your brown rice. Then we're gonna add in a little bit of chili powder. This is spice it up. And some paprika also. There you go. Of course, a little bit of salt and pepper. Here's salt. A generous seasoning of salt. At this point, I can turn off the heat already. And we're gonna let this cool down before we put it inside the food processor. Grab a bowl because we're making the aioli. So basically, we're doing a fresh mayonnaise with some garlic. Okay? So we're gonna start off with, maybe I'm just gonna make a few burgers. So we just need maybe around a half a cup to 3/4 cup of aioli. So I'm just gonna use 1 egg yolk. What's this? Wrap it up and open it up. So you just need the yolk, that side, and straight into your mixing bowl. We're gonna add some lemon juice, but before we do that, we're gonna use the zest. Grab the zest and get the essence out of your lemon. And yeah, just squeeze the lemon also. Half a teaspoon of mustard. That's good. Basically, whisk it vigorously and get your olive oil and slowly pour it in. A little at a time. You don't want to break your mayonnaise or your aioli. Season with some pepper. And finally, we're gonna add just a clove of garlic. Grated garlic. So this is basically what makes your aioli an aioli. Okay, so just scrape it right in. It's up to you if you want to add 1 or 2. Bam. Okay, so this is perfect for your burger later. So we're gonna set this aside. Our mixture has cooled down a little bit. Now we're gonna add in a little bit of mayonnaise, prepared mayonnaise. If you want to add your aioli, that's fine as well. But we need to add a little bit of mayonnaise to this. So again, to add richness to your dish and, of course, a little bit of fat. We're gonna add some Parmesan cheese for, again, richness, for more flavor. And I have here also some panko breadcrumbs or the Japanese breadcrumbs. Again, this will help also absorb the moisture, the excess moisture that's in your mixture. So you're gonna end up with a nice firm patty. And I'm gonna grab my food processor. You have the food processor ready? And we're gonna dump everything into the processor. So we're gonna whiz it a little bit at a time because we don't want to over mash or over process our patties. Then whiz it up. Okay, so grab a bowl and dump it straight into your bowl. There you go. Make sure you get everything. Now we're gonna add 1 egg. So again, it's a plant-based burger. It's not a vegetarian burger. And the egg will basically help your patty to become a little bit more firm. And finally, we also have some spring onions. There you go. At this point, I'm gonna wear my gloves. I'm gonna start forming my patties. Get around the 1/4 pound and make your patties out of it. Okay. So we're ready to fry. Grab some oil. If you have a grill, you can actually use a grill or a pan grill if you want. But for this, since we're indoors, we're using basically a frying pan. And we're gonna pan grill it. And grab a patty and fry it up. I'm gonna use 1 first. Just gonna do 1 burger. Stir it up and fry it up. And we're gonna add some cheese also. We're gonna add it now so the cheese is gonna melt on top of our patty. There you go. Cover it up. So it's gonna steam up and melt your cheese. So while we're waiting for that, I'm gonna grab my onions. I'm gonna make the condiments for our burger. A little bit of onions. And tomatoes. And we have some lettuce leaves. Okay, so we're ready to assemble our burger. First up is our buns. Okay, we toasted our buns already in a little bit of butter. Grab our aioli. Or the garlic mayonnaise, freshly made. And slather. Spoon some over. Piece of lettuce. Grab your burger. Spin it a little. Place it on top. Laki, no? Boom! Wala pa sa atin. A little bit of onions. And then your top bun. Boom! Ginormous burger. And there's your veggie burger. a plant-based burger. Again, you can taste it later. Try it at home. It's gonna be really, really good. So here we have our half-pounder veggie burger. And as always, try the recipe, give it your spin, and as in the beginning, stay solid.